Hey guys, M13 here, and I have a confession to make. I've been lying to you guys about something. I have many videos where I say, oh, I just drank a Red Bull, I just drank a Red Bull. I've actually never had a Red Bull. Until just now. I had my first Red Bull just now. And you're like, well, why did you lie to us? And, well, I didn't entirely lie to you. I had a Chinese drink that is the equivalent of Red Bull. I was actually comparing the two just now. I was looking at the Red Bull and I was looking at the Chinese drink. And I was looking at the ingredients, and they were pretty much the same. But I decided to buy the Red Bull just for the heck of it, just to try it. It's like double, triple the cost of the Chinese version, and it has the same ingredients. And evidently, the Red Bull also tastes like ass. It's fucking horrible, man. The Chinese version actually tastes. The Chinese version actually tastes fairly good, but the Red Bull, I was like forcing it down. Yeah. So, yeah. So some of you have noticed that I've got a different windshield. I'm going to go into more detail about that. I've had this bike for many years, and I kind of told myself when I first bought it that I wasn't going to modify it. And I kind of thought, my bikes, there's not that many big bikes on the streets in Taiwan, so I kind of just thought, oh, my bike's cool enough as is. I don't need to mess with it. And plus, to be honest with you, it kind of just boiled down to money. I just kind of promised myself, because in the past, I spent a lot of my money, a lot of my income on modifying my different vehicles, and in the end, I usually ended up regretting it. But I got contacted by Scott Oiler, and they gave me my Scott Oiler, and then I got contacted by Pyramid Plastics, and they gave me my seat cowl, which I get a lot of compliments on. A lot of you guys, like a lot of my videos where I show my bike from the side, people are like, oh, the seat cowl really makes the bike stand out, look cool, whatever. So, and I agree, I totally agree. And then once I had modded it a little bit, I started thinking to myself, well, what else can I mod? I was like, because it gave me a lot of joy riding the bike with the seat cowl, the bike looking different, and having people constantly ask me about my Scott Oiler system and me explain to them how it works, and it gets a lot of interest. I didn't want to see that guy's ass crack. So, because now I have an erection and it's difficult to ride. I'm just kidding. Then I listened to the feedback from YouTube, from my YouTube viewers. There's videos where I show the seat cowl, and where I'm showing the Scott Oiler, and people are commenting, yeah, your seat cowl looks good, but you really need to clean up your tail section, because you got that big ugly like mud flap thing, rain flap thing hanging off the back with the reflectors on it and stuff, and it's ugly. Before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after. And I think 3 people said that, at least. I remember like multiple people, there's multiple comments on that thing. So I was like, okay. So I looked into it, and I looked into it, and I found out that, I think it's called Clear Alternatives. Clear Alternatives? If I'm wrong, I'll write the name of it in. There's a company, or is it my hand's even in the screen? I can't tell. This company, they make really cool integrated tail lights. What it does is it gets rid of the 2 big ass signal lights that stick out on the side, and they put them inside the brake light, so you just have one light. And she's a nice figure. And then I spent time. Like I don't just contact the first place that I find an item that I want to get to review or whatnot, and then just buy it. I spent some time searching around, and I found the website with the best prices, and it's like Moto Loom or something. There'll be a link in the video description. they had that's the best prices I could find for the item that I wanted, and yeah, and it's and what it does is it just makes it gets rid of the signal lights, and then I just took off the flap. You can buy what's it called, like just license plate holders, a bracket. You can buy license plate brackets for most bikes that get rid of your. You take off the big mud flap and you just put on this little tiny bracket, and you can buy them for most bikes. But you don't really need to buy them. All you need to do is just take 2 pieces of metal with holes on either side. There's probably a name for that. Just 2 little. Okay, it's like a piece of metal this long with a hole on one side and a hole on the other side. Usually for like some kind of brackets or something for like different kinds of things. So you just take that and then you just something like this. I'm guessing this is like a bracket. You just get a couple pieces of this and you bend them and then boom, you got yourself a license plate bracket. Kinds of things. So you just take that and then you just bend it at a 90-degree angle and put a screw in the bottom and then put your license plate down on it. Like it just, in other words, you can easily just take a piece of plastic or metal or something and just screw it into the bottom of your bike where the mud flap used to go, and then just bend it and then stick your license plate on that. And then that combined with the Clear Alternatives tail light, and boom, my rear is just clean. So yeah, so that did my rear. So here's the box, Clear Alternatives, and it's pretty basic. You just get the tail light, and then you get some resistors. I think the resistors is to stop it from flashing too quickly, or to stop it. 这个是帮那个方向灯比较慢一点，对不对？对。Yeah, it's to stop the lights from flashing too quickly because LEDs have much less. They need much less energy than a light bulb. So a light bulb. Anyways, if you switch from a light bulb to LEDs, the LEDs flash really quickly. So you use a resistor to slow them down. The resistors they gave me are the white kind, and it says that they get really hot. So you got to be careful where you put them. But the mechanic said, he said don't use them. He says they have some other kind that's black, and it doesn't get hot at all, and it works just as well. So evidently they need to update their resistors because there's a better kind. Yeah, but one small complaint. Yeah, so this is the before. Get the big ass signal lights, and then you have all of this that just hangs down to here. So this is what the bike looks like before, sorry. 动作温度大概是在60到65。然后说有一款是 S70，是70度。哦，那是还会70度。要把给加到80度跟80。那啥去？那它就慢慢冷却，就不要起。对。啊。所以他们出去的第一圈、第二圈是最快，后面就会回来，几乎都好几圈就会回来。